Hey there, I'm Mike Shapiro, and welcome to my all-access photo shoot.
What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know. Oh, I'm always shaking just like a flipper.
I started playing drums at the age of 7. I started playing piano when I was about 3.5 or 4. Apparently that wasn't challenging enough for me, so my parents decided to kind of switch me around to different instruments to see if I would latch onto something, one of which was the oboe. That's why I became a drummer, and I've been playing ever since.
How I long to be the man I used to be.
I started playing professionally at the age of 15, but I was playing in clubs, playing a lot of jazz gigs with some really great local Washington, D.C. jazz musicians, and I wasn't old enough at the time, but you know, there's always ways around that, like a mustache or something. So that was kind of the beginning of my professional career. I actually purchased a set of Yamaha drums. I was 18, and there's a local drum shop outside of Washington, D.C. You know, I had been listening a lot to Steve Gadd at that point, and I loved his sound. So I went into the shop and I said, hey, you know, I'd love to get whatever he has. You know, at the time it was expensive, and I was working some, you know, menial jobs to make ends meet, but drumming came before eating, so I did get a set of recording customs. You know, I had moved to Los Angeles in 1985. You know, you have a goal, which is you're going to be in this pop band and you guys are going to sell 1 million records and you're all going to become stars. That didn't happen, and I started to work locally in clubs, and eventually I was heard by the legendary percussionist Airto Moreira and started to play with him. And through playing with him and familiarizing myself with Brazilian music and Brazilian rhythms, I was eventually heard by Sergio, and then I started working with him in 1988. The last couple records have involved a lot of hip-hop and rap, and we've used a lot of younger popular artists, will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas, and Fergie, and Justin Timberlake. This record is almost more of a dance record. There's a lot of club tracks on it, and again, mostly featuring old Brazilian songs made new. So songs that were written 40 years ago, we've updated. And right now, that's the tone of that album. Where it will actually end up once it's finished, I'm not really sure. It's very drum heavy, very percussion heavy, as most of his records are, and it really is a feel-good album. I heard these drums in a couple of different stages as prototypes, and I was able to give my opinion about how I felt and in terms of the sonic quality. So it's personal for me. I really feel like they're mine. I haven't heard anything that even comes close. And what I love about them, that they resonate, that they sing, you know, which is I think a great word to describe what these drums do. They sing. And they're very pliable. So for someone that plays a lot of different styles of music, they're adaptable. And that's very important. You know, I think over the years, it's like, well, if you play this kind of music, you have to use these drums and this setup and these sizes. And if you do this, then you should. It's not true with the Phoenix drums. And I use a very small kit. They're great for everything. They sound great in every venue, television, recording. They work for everything. So thanks for coming by and checking out my all-access photo shoot and video. And just for the record, I'd like you to know that this is not my motorcycle.
Won't you stop picking on me?